everyone who does any sort of exercise routine should be including high-intensity interval training as part of their regimen. And I mean everyone. I don't care if you're trying to improve your cardio, or if you're trying to get physically stronger, or if you're trying to get lean and lose some fat. No matter what your fitness goal is, you should be including at least once a week a high-intensity interval training session. So what is HIIT? Well, high-intensity interval training is when you go full blast, almost as hard as you can, if not pushing yourself as hard as you can for a very limited period of time, 15 seconds, 30 seconds, maybe as long as a minute, and then you will take a break. Sometimes that break is also a short interval, 15 seconds, 30 seconds, 1 minute. Usually, actually, especially when you're first beginning, the resting period is actually longer than the work period. And while there are some staple exercises you can do, it doesn't really matter what you do as long as you're able to get your heart rate to increase very rapidly at a very maximum capacity, and then you're able to take a break and let your heart rate drop. And then as soon as your heart rate gets to a certain point, or as soon as your resting period is over, you can resume the exercise to get your heart rate back up there again. So one example of a possible interval training exercise routine would be sprinting with alternating rest periods where you jog or walk. So you might sprint for 15 seconds and then walk for 45. Sprint for 15 seconds, walk for 45, and continue doing this to elevate your heart rate and then give yourself a chance to recover. One of my personal favorite high-intensity interval training exercise routines is to do jump rope. And I simply jump rope at a casual pace for maybe 30 seconds, maybe 60 seconds, and then I'll follow that up with some form of very fast jump rope, whether it be double unders or whether it be just skipping at a much faster pace, and that allows my heart rate to then obviously climb and escalate at a very rapid pace. And then I try to hold it there for about as long as I can until my lungs are screaming, my heart feels like it's going to pound out of my chest, and then I'll go back to jump roping at a casual pace again. So the data definitely supports high-intensity interval training. They've done study after study, and the most recent one in 2015 showed that even though high-intensity interval training and traditional endurance training both led to improved cardiovascular fitness, that greater VO2 max was seen in those that included some form of high-intensity interval training regimen. So that means that those that included high-intensity interval training into their exercise routine literally were more efficient. Their bodies can take in more oxygen during exercise, allowing them to have increased performance. They've also found that those who are at risk for any sort of cardiovascular disease, when they include high-intensity interval training, their cardiovascular health doubles over the person who does just traditional cardio alone. So doing high-intensity interval training could potentially minimize a lot of cardiovascular disease risk for someone who has that risk in the first place. Now, this also has a profound metabolic effect. High-intensity interval training has shown to lower insulin resistance and increase your overall metabolic rate. Some have referred to this as the afterburn effect, meaning that your body continues to burn calories at a higher rate after you're done working out than if you had done steady-state cardio or regular cardio exercise. So basically, when you include high-intensity interval training as part of your overall exercise routine, you burn more calories than if you had not included it. You mitigate some of the risk that you might have towards cardiovascular disease, and you increase the performance of both your heart and lungs during actual exercise. So I would not only encourage you to begin doing high-intensity interval training, I would also encourage you guys to pick up a fitness tracker that includes a heart rate monitor that allows you to be able to keep tabs on your heart rate while you're doing these exercises to make sure you're hitting the proper heart rate zones. If you click the I in the upper right-hand corner of this video, it will take you to my list of some of my favorite heart rate trackers and reviews for them. Hey guys, my name is Eric and I'm the Techy Agent. We'll catch you next time.